Today, 27th of November 2023, is the 14th day after Amavaka Poya Day devoted to the Noble Supreme Sumedha Munidhan. As mentioned in our first 13 videos, we need to offer offerings, alms to the Supreme. Through this, we gain positive energy to bestow to the 14th Lord Buddha, the deceased, close friend or relative, gods and goddesses, and on the other hand, to the devils and vampires to come out from those forms and become human beings and stop the cycle of rebirth and attain nirvana. Offering of grains to the Supreme is called as Astadhanya Puja to the 14th Supreme Lord Buddha, and through these merits bestow to your 14th deceased person to transform to human life and stop the cycle of rebirth and attain nirvana. Then bestow the merits to the 14th adorable person to live a life of happiness and wellness. This exercise is taught in the form of a story through which you can understand the spiritual exercise clearly and in a memorable way. Once upon a time, there was a family who grew grains. The family members were so pleased about their yield, and one day they thought of meeting the village monk to offer and get blessings. The village monk warmly welcomed the family. Once they offered the first crop to the monk unveiled the following. Dear all, it is so nice to see that you have brought the grains of your first crop to the temple. This is highly appreciated. The first crop is usually offered to the Supreme that you believe in. This is called Agasa's Puja. Also, once you offer water to the Supreme, as mentioned in our previous videos, after the ritual, that water can be used to nourish the cultivation of grains. Also, make sure you allocate the first portion to the Supreme Divinity that you believe in. Eventually, you can get a better crop next time than expected. Also, once you have allocated the first yield, then offered to the Supreme and to the temple, you can use it for your consumption and also share the crops among the neighbors and relatives who are going on the spiritual path. If you can follow this exercise daily at the exact allocated time, this practice is called Akhanda Vatavata. If you can determine to follow this practice, determining that after offering to the Supreme Divinity, I will use it for my use, this is called Dutang Puja. If you can spread this practice to the other devotees, this becomes Asadushta Puja as mentioned in the previous videos. After harvesting and offering the grains to the Supreme from your field and sharing it with others, it becomes Anumodana Puja. This applies to visitors and animals as well. In the process of growing to harvesting, you can feel the making process in your senses and mind. This is called Shadayatana Puja. This exercise becomes the Amoshada Puja. By taking a deep breath, your chest tighten up. Determine that your agricultural task will be successful and the first portion will be offered to the Supreme Divinity that I believe in. Make this determination and gradually exhale the breath. This practice can fulfill breath and offering of determination called Dhammoshada Puja. The practice of offering the grains to the Supreme Divinity and teaching 32 devotees to practice this exercise, you gain Detispala Dhanya, in other words, Buddha Bhoga Puja in other videos. As in other videos. Once you practice these spiritual exercises, as mentioned in our previous videos, eventually, having practiced these practices, you gain supreme energy that is equivalent to a powerful magnet. Positive aura attracts and negative vibes decline or do not attract. You too also can gain this magnetic attractive power and attract good vibes and get rid of negative energy coming to your system, said the monk. The monk further said that you must cultivate a minimum of 8 types of grains. After listening to this, they all worshipped the spiritual leader and went home happily and practiced this offering of grains to the divinity. They all lived a happy life. Today, Mrs. Inoka Kumarasinghe from Balagola, holding the membership number 25 IL 63-14-698, contributed to disseminating this historical Detispala Puja as a Dhamma Dhanya, or contribution for the dissemination of the Dhamma. May her wishes come true. May her deceased father, Mr. Premaratna Kumarasinghe, gain a blessed human life and stop the cycle of rebirth and approach to the path of nirvana. Also, may her close beloved mother, Mrs. Jayanti Kumarasinghe, live a healthy long life and enrich this current human life. Secondly, Miss Nilucha from Pahala Donambela, holding the membership number 27 Binara 942-156, contributed to disseminating this historical Detispala Puja as a Dharma Dhanya, or contribution for the dissemination of the Dhamma. May her wishes come true. May her deceased father, Mr. P.M. Jayasena, gain a blessed human life and stop the cycle of rebirth and approach the path of nirvana. Also, may her close beloved friend Miss Rubini Senadira live a healthy long life and enrich this current human life while excelling in all her endeavors. Finally, Mrs. Chandani Malage from Navayalathanna, holding the membership number 25 Binara 73-7608, contributed to disseminating this historical Detispala Puja as a Dharma Dhanya, or contribution for the dissemination of the Dhamma. May her wishes come true. May her deceased father, Mr. M.M. Dharmasena, gain a blessed human life and stop the cycle of rebirth and approach the path of nirvana. Also, may her close beloved mother, Mrs. H.M. Attanayake, live a healthy long life and enrich this current human life while excelling in all her endeavors. Also, Mrs. Chandani's beloved brother, Mr. Tilak, celebrating his birthday on the 27th of November 2023. We wish him well and may he succeed in all his future endeavors.